Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about Local58, and it's a YouTube horror series created by this guy named Chris Straub. Hopefully I'm saying that name right. I am sorry if I'm not. But yeah, so we're going to dive into Local58. We're still on the media, scary media type stuff, so yeah. I've heard about Local58, but I've never really watched any videos about it. So we're gonna dive into it. We're gonna break down Local58 for you guys, and hopefully it's a little bit longer. I hope we can keep it above 5 minutes. I'm sorry if it's below or exactly 5 minutes, which is impossible. But because I yap too much, and I'm gonna probably cut all this out. So, yeah, I'm back. New haircut. It's more like this way now instead of to the side, because I've had the same haircut for about my whole life. So, anyways, yeah, we're diving into Local58, and there is a video coming on the way. Trust me, it's gonna get done. I need to record it with two of my other pals, so maybe I'll tease that like I did the moon landing. Didn't do a trailer. But yeah, this intro is way too freaking long, so let's dive into Local58. So Local58 is a YouTube horror series created by Chris Straub, known for its analog horror storytelling. It's framed as a local TV station that has had its feed hijacked numerous times to air terrifying and cryptic broadcasts. Think of it like a cursed public access TV mixed with government PSAs gone horribly wrong. Well, the first upload was in 2015. Local58 is a pioneer in the analog horror genre. Videos sterilized to mimic VHS-era broadcasts with eerie emergency alerts, weather updates, and children's programming, all containing disturbing hidden messages. So here are a few key themes in Local58. There are government control and misinformation, cosmic horror and existential dread, subliminal messaging and brainwashing, and death, the moon, and forbidden knowledge. Each video seems disconnected, but actually builds into a larger mythos involving cryptic warnings about looking at the moon, false emergency alerts, and media manipulation. It's located in Mason County, USA. The station is the central setting of a series of eerie broadcasts. I just hit my mic. I already said it was by Chris Straub, and he also created Candle Cove. Go check my video out on Candle Cove. Crazy thing. It's widely considered one of the earliest and most influential examples of analog horror, a subgenre characterized by lo-fi visuals, VHS aesthetics, and disturbing content disguised as public broadcasts. Rather than relying on overt horror or monsters, Local58 power comes from its subtle, low-building dread. It presents ordinary media, weather reports, public service announcements, even a GPS system as corrupted, glitched, or co-opted by something wrong. The horror comes from the implication that the world you know is lying to you. Here are some thematic elements. Control versus chaos. Many videos hint that broadcasts are being hijacked or manipulated, suggesting that a struggle for power between governments, unknown forces, or even cosmic entities. Propaganda and psychological warfare. Several episodes parody Cold War-era emergency broadcasts, hinting at the use of media as a psychological weapon, possibly conditioning viewers. The moon as a threat. The moon shows up repeatedly, as it is often portrayed as dangerous or hypnotic. In episodes like Weather Service or Skywatching, viewers are warned not to look at the moon. The idea of the moon being a malevolent force taps into themes of cosmic horror and mind control. Death and free will. The broadcast contingency presents a scenario where the U.S. government plans to instruct all citizens to die if the country is conquered, raising questions about loyalty, nationalism, and autonomy. While not officially confirmed, many fans speculate that Local58 is part of a larger shared horror mythos. Chris Straub has connected Local58 to another part of his project, Icar Falls, and a creepy children's show called The Children's Fun Fact Science Fiction Library, which was also part of the Candle Cove universe. Some fans suggest that the videos from a non-linear narrative involving an alien or cosmic entity that has infiltrated media systems, a society that has willingly handed control over to their televisions, or a hidden war between those who want to reveal the truth and those who want to suppress it. So, Local58 is often credited with popularizing analog horror on YouTube, alongside series like Gemini Home Entertainment, The Mandela Catalog, and The Walton Files. And it established the haunted TV station format, and it also inspired a wave of indie horror creators who now use old tech aesthetics to tell modern psychological horror stories. So, a little bit of background information on the creator, Chris Straub. He is a cartoonist, writer, and horror creator. He is known for balancing subtle horror with world building. He created Brood Hollow, a webcomic with Lovecraftian tones. He also created Candle Cove and Icar Falls. And he also emphasizes horror rooted in the unseen, unexplained, and unsettlingly mundane. Now we're going to dive into episodes. We're going to break them down and we're going to explain some theories. So, number one, you're on the fastest available route, 2015. So, a GPS navigation system calmly guides a driver through increasingly remote and ominous roads. Eventually, it instructs them to turn into a graveyard and drive toward an open grave. So, technology has become so trusted that we'll follow it blindly, even to our deaths. Some theorize to show a world where AI or unknown forces have gained control over human decision making, which robots are going to take over us. They may represent death as inevitable, like Final Destination, which I have never seen. Number two, Weather Service, 2017. A National Weather Service broadcast warns viewers not to look at the moon during an ongoing emergency, but then the alert is overridden with a message saying it's safe, even encouraging people to look. So it's a clear example of a signal being hijacked, possibly by the very force people are being warned about. The moon is central in Local58 lore, possibly sentient, hypnotic, or a symbol of an alien intelligence. Fans speculate this broadcast caused a mass event where many were manipulated or killed simply by looking at the moon. Number three, Contingency, 2018. This is a Cold War era emergency broadcast, and it instructs Americans to commit mass unaliving if the U.S. is defeated by a foreign power. It is positioned by a patriotic duty. Unaliving like your own self. Commentary on blind nationalism and how far government propaganda might go suggests a society where control is more important than survival, and it could also be a test of mind control, seeing how far population will go based on televised orders. Number four, Look Back, 2018. A nostalgic retrospective of the Local58 station quickly degrades into a strange, distorted images and flashes of horrific events. It's a distorted reality, suggesting that even history and memory can be manipulated, a statement on how media rewrites the past or to hide trauma or truth, and it possibly hints that the station has been influenced or infected for decades. Number five, Station ID, 2018. A simple loop of the channel's logo with eerie music and a tagline. We are broadcasting at a loss. It is a possible subliminal message or part of a larger hypnotic scheme. Broadcasting at a loss could imply the station is being controlled, forced to keep going despite the consequences, and it feels like a signal from a corrupted machine controlling endlessly with no audience. Number six, Show for Children, 2018. A kid's puppet show starts innocently but becomes distorted. The puppets talk about death and being afraid of looking at the sky, possibly at the moon again. It suggests indoctrination starting at a young age, possibly preparing children to obey disturbing commands, and it could be another method of moon-related mind control, as I just said. And it's stay inside, do not look at the sky is a recurring warning in this universe. So the moon definitely got something to do with this. Number seven, Sky Watching, 2020. A man uses a telescope to look at the moon and the stars, but something watches him back as he continues. The broadcast degrades and ends abruptly. And it ties into the idea of the moon being conscious or cursed. Observing the sky is dangerous. Perhaps it's not what we see something, but that it sees us. And he might have been consumed or changed just by looking. The last one, Digital Transition, 2021. So, kind of new, not really new. The station transitions from analog to digital broadcasting, but the update includes distorted images and unclear figures. A warning about technological evolution. We are upgrading or downgrading our perception of reality. Suggests the infection of spreading, even new tech can't escape it, and possibly the point where the alien force fully overtook the channel's signal. So here is when we connect the theories. So the moon is a recurring danger, obviously, because I've probably said sky or moon a lot during this video. So it's possibly a malevolent presence or a symbolic of surveillance/control. Messages and broadcasts get corrupted or are being replaced by some unknown entity. The series might be a metaphor for media addiction, government control, or a spiritual decay. Local 58 may depict a post-apocalyptic world where the war was lost and people didn't even know it. So for the last segment of this video, we're going to be talking about top theories about Local 58's true meaning. So let's dive in to number 1. So, the theory. The moon is not just symbolic. It's alive, intelligent, and exerts control over humanity through hypnotic influence. Several videos, like Weather Service and Skywatching, warn viewers not to look at the moon, which is highly unusual unless looking causes some sort of possession, transformation, or even death. Evidence backing this up include multiple episodes depict chaos after people look at the moon. Weather Service shows 2 contradictory alerts, one possibly real, one hijacked, suggesting someone or something is encouraging people to look on purpose. The moon could be an alien intelligence or an ancient cosmic god. It's the Lovecraftian twist of Local 58. Threat isn't monsters, it's ideas you're not supposed to perceive. So number 2, broadcasts are controlled by alien or a cosmic force. The station itself is no longer run by humans, or maybe never was. A foreign intelligence, possibly extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional, was hijacked the feed and uses it to influence human behavior. The evidence backing this up is the message in contingency is terrifyingly calm, like something not human is mimicking patriotic language. GPS systems and even kids programming are being altered in deeply personal ways, and they know how to speak to us. Repetition of a certain phrase, like "do not look at the sky," suggests subliminal programming or cultural re-engineering. Number 3, Local 58 is set in a post-apocalyptic timeline. All the broadcasts take place after a cataclysmic event, possibly the moon/entity overtaking Earth. What we're watching are leftovers, automated systems, rogue signals, and survivors trying to warn others. Contingency may not be a warning, it may be a recap of something that already happened. The eerie, fragmented nature of the programming and complete lack of human anchors or presence supports the idea that humanity is mostly gone, or maybe even enslaved. Some fans think the channel's weird station ID is a loop stuck playing after the fall of civilization. Number 4, the channel itself is a weapon. Local 58 isn't just a broadcast station. It's a delivery mechanism for mimetic or psychic warfare. It spreads influence and mind control through media. The real horror isn't what you see. It's what happens to your mind after watching it. A GPS leading you to an open grave, subliminal messages and intentional contradictions, children's programming turned into indoctrination tools. The idea of media as the enemy is a major analog horror theme, and Local 58 just hits it perfectly. Moving on to number 5, it's all a metaphor for media addiction and loss of free will. Zooming out, the moon, the station, the alerts, they're all metaphors. Local 58 could be a commentary on how modern media, especially in a 24/7 digital world like we live in now, manipulates, numbs, and isolates us. People blindly follow instructions to their own destruction, like in GPS or contingency. Contradictory messages confuse viewers into submission or inaction, like Weather Service. The moon could represent the screen, always there, always shining, always influencing. Number 6, the last one, it's a fragmented narrative from a survivor or a rebel. Someone, possibly human, possibly not, we do not know. And they're trying to fight back by sneaking in warnings. They're corrupting the station, themselves, in an attempt to wake people up. Each glitch or creepy signal is a message hidden in the static. The jarring cuts and hidden phrases in a look back and digital transition. The panic and conflicting messages suggest a war being fought through the airwaves. The series might actually be showing us the inside of an info war, and these episodes are dispatches from the front lines. So, Chris Schwab has intentionally left things ambiguous, allowing fans to interpret the story in multiple ways. That's part of the magic of Local 58. It's like tuning into a dream where logic breaks down and the message changes you. And it's not the other way around. Alright, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.